Some games require you to learn a lot of controls, which makes the game a little bit confusing on what button does what. So let's simplify things by only just having one button. Is it possible to even make a game with this restriction? Well, I put this challenge out to my community, and let's see how they got on. So before we get started, I just want to say this is the hardest competition I've ever had to judge, and moving forward I'd really like a second or third opinion. So if you're interested in being a volunteer judge and help me judge these entries in future game jams, just drop me an email. My email is in the description. Without further ado, let's get started with the runners up, and these are in no particular order. So we start off with Untitled Endless Runner. This is an endless runner. However, it makes really excellent use of 3D blocks, has a sort of Paper Mario sort of theme behind it. The animation is really fun. What I really like about this, instead of punishing the player for dying, it just pops them back into the game and they're able to carry it on. The music works really well with this, and it's quite a relaxing experience and a lot of fun to play. Next we have a game called Fach, and this requires you to press the spacebar to move your arrow around the screen. Every time you do, these shockwaves get sent across the screen and the arrow changes colour. And as you've guessed it, you've got to try and match the arrows up to the correct colour flying towards you. If not, it's game over. Now, sometimes I felt I got a bit unlucky sometimes with this, but on the whole, it was really well balanced and a lot of fun to play. And I spent quite a lot of time trying to get a high score for this video because I'm not very good at games. However, I got really into this and spent way longer than I should on this. So really great game, really fun concept to play, and again, just showing what you can do with just a single button press. The next game requires you to fill up a petrol pump. The main challenge with this is trying to get as close to the target as possible without going under and without going over. The mechanic's really simple and it's executed really well. What ties this game all together is all the art, design and cutscenes that Ricky has put the time to put in as well. Now, I'm only scoring the mechanics for this challenge, but you've done a fantastic job at making this a full experience and a really short, fun little concept for a game. So well done, really fantastic design. The next game is based on the Transformers series. You have a vehicle that can either be a plane, a car, or a submarine, depending on if you're in the sky, land, or water. There's power-ups to collect, and you use your single key to switch your elevations. Really clever concept. Some things that still need to be worked on, but please continue developing this further into a full-fledged game because it's really fun. The next game requires you to hit all UFOs on the screen. Now, your ship moves up and down automatically, and you just need to try and time your shots. Now, there's currently no penalty if you miss or you take too long. However, I added this bit of challenge to myself to try and hit all ships without missing, or hit all ships on a single pass-by. I think it's a really simple concept that could be taken much further into a full game and almost like a mini party game of such. So please develop this further. Our final runner-up is Bubble Buster, and this is a really simple game where you have to jump into these bubbles, and every time you hit a bubble it resets your double jump. The aim is to stay in the sky for as long as possible. I can't tell you how amazingly fun this game is for such a simple concept. My footage that I've got in my editor at the moment is around about 20 minutes long of me just playing this game. It's a really enjoyable concept, it's really relaxing, and you just want to keep trying to get a higher and higher score. Now, before we get on to our winners, I just want to thank everybody who took part in today's competition. You'll find links to their projects below in the description. If any developers have gave me a construct file, I would not be including that without your permission. I don't want to share code that you still might be working on, but if you want to have that shared, just obviously drop a comment or drop me an email and I'll happily put that on the description. Now, without further ado, let's get on to our two winners today. Coming in at number 2, we have Aardvarking. It's a really clever and unique concept where you've got this aardvark in the middle of the screen and it's made of 3 different limbs. We've got the first part of the neck, the second part of the neck and the head. When you press the spacebar, one of those limbs will stop and it cycles around in order, so it'll start with the bottom neck, top neck and then head, and then it will keep spinning and rotating based on where those points have stopped. The aim is to try and eat all the ants which are slowly moving across the screen, and if they get to the end of the screen they'll just wrap around, and this becomes really challenging and quite fun because you're trying to work out, okay, I've got to move the top of the neck next, where's the correct position to stop, where it might spin and hit an ant, does that set me up for a really good position next time? again, a really unique and fun concept, and that's why it deserves the number 2 spot today. Now, be honest, when you started watching this video today, would you expect that somebody would recreate a full game of football? Because I didn't, but obviously you've never met Johnny. Johnny's created a really great football game where the ball gets past the player, an arrow spins around, you hold down space, then you set your power level, and then you fire it. The opposite team will then try and get the ball off you, and if it goes to one of your other players, they'll then have a shot at firing again. There is tackles built in, so your teammate will try and tackle the ball off the computer. There's goal set up. It bounces off the walls if we get a throwing. It is a full game of football inside of Construct using only one key. It has to be first place for me. It is so clever. It is done so well. And it just really pushed the boundaries of what we can do with just a single button key. We're now at the end of the video. I'd just like to thank everybody once again who took part. And again, what I said when I launched this challenge is this one has a practical use, allowing gamers who are unable to access games normally due to complex button layouts to be able to play these games. The next game jam is soon on the horizon, and for this one I'll be launching a poll in the next couple of weeks so you can decide what challenge you would like to face. Until then, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.